Well, I feel I haven't seen y'all in a couple days.
It has been a couple of days. You've been out of town.
Yeah, no, I've been in Lille for a few days, seen the end of basketball, but I think some of us are having some fun out here. We're all having a little bit of fun. So before we get into the Olympics itself, what are the streets saying with you?
The streets
of Paris.
Have I been out in the streets?
The streets
Mark?
of Paris.
No, I've been having brunch with friends. It was great because I went to Ralph's and friends. I met Shawn Johnson and Nastia Liukin at the brunch that I was at, but I was with my
And who are they?
just gymnast goats.
Okay. Well, I want you
Nastia
to
Liukin
tell the world.
Is one of the ones that are known for her lines. She is a part of the Olympic gymnastics legacy for USA that really propelled us into excellence.
Okay.
And Shawn Johnson as well. I grew up watching them. They're around the same age as me, but I grew up watching them just knowing that USA is a great contender for gymnastics in general. And Nastia Liukin's known for her lines, which means like how she executes on skills. And so just like that straight line that the judges are looking for on bars, and she kind of has overextended knees, and so she's just like very known for that, and just long, thin, floaty kind of thing. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm really boring, right? So the girls had vegan food. I had like a little veggie burger, salad, the norm.
Okay.
The norm. What you been up to? You talk about me.
Well,
What you been?
yeah.
Well, you mentioned, fun.
You hanging out with Olympians too?
No, man. You mentioned fun, and I think that speaks to because people have been calling us, man, what have you been doing for fun? I'm like thinking, fun? We've been grinding so much. I mean, I think that the whole thing has been enjoyable, just encouraging a journalist and being here and all that. When you say fun, I don't know if I've had anything fun. I've had an enjoyable experience hanging out with you and Lil. Was enjoyable.
I'm so mad I haven't been with y'all to live.
Well, by the way, just give you a shout out, man. Without going into like deep detail, Marc really took care of me and Lil. We won't go into a whole thing, but the seating and where we were and all that, Marc just kind of like said the word, made the magic wand. And they were like, no, you can sit right here, sit down right on the floor. A couple people texted me.
Okay, floor seats.
People texted
that was the only
me.
time I got to sit on the floor.
And they said, are you the mayor? They
saw us?
Yeah, come on, man. It was like, you the biggest guy in the ring. We came in.
Marc is a very large man.
And people were texting and said, man, people were asking, well, who are they? Two black people sat right in the front. But it's been, maybe we'll grip on that later, but like enjoyable, yes. But when you have, what do you do for fun? I think, I don't know, it's been a great, enjoyable Olympic experience, seeing great events and all that. But we work. I mean, we grind.
I've been having a little bit of fun.
Well, you're different. You Marc Spears.
Marc Spears has
Marc,
fun.
What have you been doing to have fun, Marc?
Well, I did find like a cool restaurant in Lille with a DJ late at night that's rolling. What I found in Lille, and then obviously this is probably Paris as well, is that they love soul music out here. So I went to a restaurant where they had great soul music, great DJ, and I also, believe it or not, found a vinyl. I collect vinyl. I have about 250 records. So I found an urban vinyl store in Lille.
That's so fire.
And you would have loved it. And it was nothing but R&B, jazz, and hip hop. That's all they sold.
Now, I do that for fun. I'll go to album shops because I collect albums too. I do that. That's what I call enjoyment and fun.
Yeah. And I found a black barber out there.
Look at you go. You are the mayor. At this point, Bill wasn't wrong. You're the mayor.
Found a black barber out there, and he was a big NBA fan.
Of course. And y'all
So Noah's pimp, I'm getting my hair cut. He's playing NBA videos on YouTube, and there was a Warriors championship video came on.
It was your face.
And they showed me talking.
I knew it was your face.
Oh, I was like, yeah,
Look
buddy.
at you go. Look at you go.
Yeah. And so I like to play chess too, and so I know that there's some chess shops here. So and I like to collect chess sets.
Okay.
That's fun. I mean, I have to go out.
You got to get that before you leave.
Yeah. So that's all nice. Now, playing chess isn't necessarily fun because nobody likes to lose. Anyway, but yes, but I don't know. I think if I would hang out with you, I think I would have fun.
We have fun.
I know you have fun.
But you know what? Now I'm like, am I having fun or is it just enjoyable? But I love meeting new people One of my favorite people that I've met so far this Olympics is Summer Sanders.
Oh, wow.
I have been with her a couple days straight now. We just power walking
Summer Sanders.
earlier.
You're just hanging out with all the Olympians.
Oh, by the way,
Yo,
Summer
when I
Sanders.
tell you, the millennial in me is like, yes, Summer Sanders.
Yeah.
Okay, between hosting and athletics, I think she's great.
I saw Carl Lewis. He said hi to me.
Look at you go.
That's my only like hangout, I guess, experience.
I saw Flavor Flav.
Flav was having a time.
So I went to the 100 meters last night, and weird story. I hung out with Carl Lewis one night in Salt Lake City during a film festival. I don't know how he remembered me, but he said, "Hey, Marc, how you doing?" So, anyways, but we
you're
go.
Popular.
I guess. I think he thought I was somebody else.
No, he said your name.
But I'll say this. I've been to Super Bowls. I've been to World Series. I've been to NCAA Final Four. Obviously, I've been to the NCAA Finals, and I, saw LSU. Shout out to the Tigers win a championship in football with Joe Burrow.
Inseparable.
Right? I don't know that I've seen anything better than 100 meters. Like, that whole vibe was incredible. Like, the momentum, the music, the energy. Like, I felt like Lyles was going to win.
He felt like
after
he was gonna win.
after the last race, the way he like looked at the dude as to say like, I'm just getting qualified for the finals. I'm good. But to watch that race and to see 8 guys all go under 10 seconds, like that was like the most incredible event that I ever been to. It was beautiful to see. This is like one of the few places where I could root. And so to see like Noah Lyles win in that incredible of a fashion,
and win by a nose, literally.
and after all the talking that he did, that he backed up, I was like, it was cool to be American right there.
Go ahead.
I tweeted out something about like delusional confidence turns into tangible success, and I'm like, hey Noah, do your thing. I was hoping, I said, all this you've been doing, please win, and the man won. Can't nobody say nothing.
Let me ask y'all this. This has been so.
Well, you were there. What'd you think, though?
No, I loved it.
You've been a bunch of 100 meters, Olympics.
The 100 meters,
of all the events.
This was great. This was the most dramatic of all time. And because what it also did is that, we have been known, we being United States sprinters, that's what we're known for. I mean, going back to like Eddie Tolan and Jesse Owens. I mean, American sprinters were feared. And I think over the last, we had not won gold in the Olympics in 20-something years. I think people were kind of like, they ain't fear y'all no more. And the great thing about, not only did Lyles win it, but he was a perfect representative because he talks trash. That's kind of what we're known for. So not only did he just win by hair, but that kind of guy came back to brag. And let me ask you this.
There was a little hate. There was a little hate from the other media when I was leaving out. Some of the African media was mad.
Well, yeah.
Jamaican media was mad. I was like, hey.
Of course, well, they're talking about, should you share it? Should you share? You either win or you don't. But let me ask you all this though. So in contrast, you had Sha'Carri. Now, and she's kind of been avoiding the media. She talks
not kinda. No, I'm saying not kinda.
Her situation.
But let me finish my question, and then. Go ahead. What's your thought? The question is that. And I'm contrasting with Lyles. In other words, in our thing, you talk it, you walk it, you take the arrows, and when you win, you win. And when you lose, you kind of still face it. You don't run away from it.
Yeah.
And I don't really know her. All I knew is that she's got this big personality, big reputation. And, she wins the silver, which in our sphere, that's great. Yeah. But I think there may have been a part of her that may have been filmed. That's a little less than. But I guess, and I'd love to get your take on this, I guess I wish she would have faced the media to face the question, because you face it when you, in the other times, but I thought, and even in the mix zone, she kind of breezed through and said, no, I'm not talking, and all that. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's what we get paid for. We get paid to be getting blown off. Yeah. But I do think that you can't have it both ways, and I just don't know if that's going to help her brand, hurt her brand. But I'm just wondering what you think about that.
I think that she's trying to stay focused for the rest of her races. I think that the situation for Sha'Carri going on to the track.
Wait.
Hey.
Now let her finish.
I'm never gonna. One thing
you
you're never gonna get from me, especially the loud black girls. I'm never going to say they should have done less beforehand. And I know that wasn't the question, but I'm never gonna say talk less.
I didn't say that.
I said that. I know that's not the question. For Sha'Carri, she's historically just not like media because of what she had to go through last go round, and that's understandable.
Right.
She didn't get to warm up, which was crazy to me because of a rule change that we heard from the Jamaican team. They were very vocal about that.
She didn't get on the team bus.
So no warm up. That's one. It was raining, but the outside lanes didn't have to deal with the rain. So I'm not making excuses for her performance. We all know how she is off the block. We all know that wasn't her best run.
Yeah.
But there are factors that go into that. So the frustration between that lends itself to say, okay, I know what I'm going to be battling with. You said after Noah won, what the media was saying after that. Just imagine.
But he
the
won.
pushback. I understand that, but you see how
they were hating.
Yeah, and I think that it would be a projection of hate as well. But she still has races to focus on, and I understand as an athlete, there's an obligation to talk to media or an inherited obligation to talk to media, and I don't agree all the time with athletes skipping me. Like I just think that if you're going to do the sport, you need to do the post meet. But I understand as a loud black girl myself where she's coming from.
Well, maybe after that 4x1, she'll.
Yeah, I'm sure.
She'll come back.
But just think about it. I've been in meets where Sha'Carri has killed and still not wanted to do media. Like that's just her personality, and I don't think that her second place finish was an indicator of that. I think that she just wanted to finish out the competition.
Well,
just like Simone Biles. She doesn't want to do media until after her whole scope of competition. She did not talk to media like that after winning the all-around.
She waited until they won.
You have to stay focused.
I do think too that when you covered NBA or you do NFL or you do Major League Baseball or even college sports for that matter, we're so accustomed to people talking win or lose. That I got to remind myself that this isn't my regular world, and she's an LSU lady too, so there's that. But I think the one thing that she has to consider, and it leaves everybody else to interpretation.
Exactly.
I mean, if you had to put out a statement, put out a statement. Like I saw that Fraser Pryor, she put out a statement, and kind of explaining how she felt, and if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. So that's the one thing if I was in her camp, I would tell her by not saying anything kind of makes it more difficult. And it could be like, hey, I'm not taking any questions, but this is how I feel about what happened to me. Right. And I think that would shed a lot of light on a lot of things.
I think that she, in her perspective, she's probably thinking, oh, how's the media going to twist this to make it seem like I'm making excuses for second place. It's a lose-lose situation. I feel like.
But it could be win-win. It could be win-win. You could turn anything around. For example, had she, and again, number one, we're all talking about this, focus this through the prism of media. We want people to talk. So I get that.
I get it.
I get that. However, the woman who won from St. Lucia, now St. Lucia had never won a medal in anything, ever. This was her moment. So you figure if Sha'Carri could have been on the podium and acknowledged that, saying, really, I'm so happy for you. This was a great accomplishment, arms around, I really, we're suckers for that kind of sportsmanship. And that's what I love about the Olympics. I mean, even our guy Lyles, great sportsman. He talked to the guy from Jamaica. Yeah. He even went over to him after the race and said, "Man, I think you got this." Yeah. Right in the moment.
So when Sha'Carri hugged the winner of the race, that was overlooked?
No, that was good. No, we're talking about real versus PR.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a PR.
No. PR is what I'm talking about.
Oh, I see.
Going publicly and basically doing kind of performative. Yeah. But it looks great to have that kind of sportsmanship where you acknowledge somebody what you've done for your country. Yeah. You've never won anything. I just want to say right there.
So I look at it through the lens of I blur the lines between the journalist and the athlete, and I understand, and this could be a maturity thing, but I understand the frustration of having the expectation of finishing at a certain time or place, but compounded with the inability to warm up, compounding with, my lane being wet versus their lanes not. Like, I understand all of that, but I also understand the obligation that she has to talk to media. Both are true.
But can I say something about
Yeah.
her? If she's listening, I'm proud of you.
So proud.
Yeah, like, and I hope that doesn't get lost to her is, like, getting a silver medal in rainy conditions under those circumstances. I don't know that she's
being an
hanging her
Olympian
head
for
down
her,
by
to
that.
me, is
And
nuts.
she did actually, from what I was told, answer one question. A guy from the Associated Press said, "Are you happy with your medal?" And she said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But then she came back, right? And she said, "Well, what do you mean by that? Are you trying to
She came
suggest
back.
something?" And he goes, "No, I just generally want to know." He was asking her to just generally tell me how you feel about winning, and then she left.
In the mix zone, well, in the mix, she came out of the mix zone, and she made it clear she wanted to talk. But he shouted out, "Are you happy?" And she said, as she kept going, "Yeah, I'm happy." But then it was bizarre. She kind of came back and said, "Who asked that question? Who shouted out that question?"
Yeah.
And he said, "I did. I'm so and so from the AP." And then he wanted to go further, and she said, "No, I just want to make sure that you were serious." Something, but it was. She
like
was
a
clearly,
negative connotation.
it was clearly, she didn't want to talk, but she wanted to, but you did want to
She
talk.
wanted to clarify that
She wanted to
something.
make sure that the media wouldn't spin the narrative, because they
Yeah.
often do for loud black girls.
You're media too.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
You said they.
Huh?
You media too.
I am. But we. So I wasn't there. But like I think that the people there, she just wanted to make sure that she was secured. And there's a closeness about her now because of the past what she's had to face with the media that I don't think that a lot of other athletes have had to face. It's the same pressure we see with Angel Reese. Angel can say one thing, a talking bite, get
she hadn't backed down
turned
now.
around.
Yeah.
Would you say Angel Reese has not backed down?
No, but I'm comparing the situations, not their responses. So I'm comparing the fact that they both get set up to have their words twisted.
Right.
How they handle that's an individual choice. But Sha'Carri is probably on more of the defensive end right now because she's competing on the biggest stage right now.
Yeah, and again, I don't know how this is going to come off. You say I'm happy for
So
her.
a little honesty hour and a little table.
I'm just. What do you say?
And you're not gonna eat none of those.
I'm sorry. No, we're
That
not.
looks terrible.
We have a
Speaking to me
limit.
is like,
Thank you, Jason, but we have our limits.
The egg looks like it's literally cooking.
We'll do this
The
for the
Paris
Food
heat is
Network.
crazy.
We'll do this. Maybe we'll.
You got Worcestershire sauce right there and hot sauce.
Mark, don't make me. I'm not doing that. I don't care what you say. I ain't.
Just one taste.
No, absolutely not.
He said
No, you
no,
do
he
it.
said
All right.
You
That's
do
it over by you.
Like that.
He kind of yelled.
Me and my leaves, me and my leaves are minding my business.
Just
I'm
wrap
minding
up
my
this
vegetarian
point
business.
because I don't want to act like I'm hating or
No,
whatever.
I don't receive that from you.
No, I just,
I don't either.
I'm happy. Over the years, we've all talked to lots and lots of athletes on a lot of difficult periods. Some people have lost relatives. They've come and faced the media after having awful personal crises and all that. And I think, like you said, it may be a maturity thing with her. The problem is that she's 24. In the next Olympics, she's going to be 28.
Yeah.
So who knows? This could be, I hope not. I would love to see her come back in a very triumphant role in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see that. But I guess it's just a maturity thing.
I think that we should wait till the end of the Olympics to see if she speaks, because I think she will.
Yeah, okay.
I think that now she's, like I said, there were a lot of frustrating things the day up, and I hear you, I really do.
Right.
But just give her the chance to talk to us this Olympics, and let's see from there.
We're waiting.
Well, last thing, USA Basketball's
Okay.
on to the quarters. Quick thoughts on the women.
I'm
Do you-
sorry,
do you
love
think-
USA Basketball. They look so solid. Dynasty, go y'all. Very well put together. The rotations, they're coming together. Whatever, talent out the roof. But Rena, coach of the Nigerian team from Raleigh, 919. Shout out 919.
Yeah, great
I'm
job,
proud of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Love what they've
First
been
African
doing.
country to make it to the quarter.
Literally.
And then they get
And their
USA.
coach is 32 years old.
Great job.
919, baby.
Should I try it for the camera?
Please don't. Please don't. I don't want you to.
don't
No,
do
no,
that.
don't do that. You're going to be like them swimmers in the sin.
No.
Don't do that.
I seen some horse tartar here.
Mark, put the fork down. Don't be like them swimmers. Give me the fork.
Yeah.
All right.
But we can't let you do that.
All right.
You're too valuable. You're too valuable. You're like Kamala Harris. You're too valuable.
Hey, man, I got
Man,
Louisiana
you
roots.
are
We
a
ain't
guy, you are a
scared.
host.
Huh?
Breaking starts this week, right?
Oh yes, breaking starts on Thursday. And
Okay.
I'm not. You won't confuse me for like a breaking enthusiast. But I am really looking forward to that because breaking for me, being in New York and all that, brothers on the cardboard and all that, and so to me, I appreciate the fact that it's come this far, but I'm always attuned to appropriation and how something that black folks basically invented. I just want to make sure that stays. Well, yeah, but it was black folks first. It was black folks first. No, that's documented. It was black people in New York first.
All right.
And our Latin brothers then kind of came on.
All right.
And I just want to make sure, however you put it in the mish, that there's an appreciation of that when we have the unveiling on Thursday. That black African Afro-Latin culture is in the house. So hooray for that. Yeah. We ended on a high note. Hooray for that.
I love breaking. I think that the sport is dynamic. I know that we're trying to get out of here, but the sport is dynamic. Just be on the lookout. The 3 levels that you do. You have to cover 3 different grounds. There's so many different rules affiliated with breaking that we'll get into next episode. But
you gonna be there?
But I'll tell you this: back in the day when they used to have breakdance competitions, I used to go. I was the dude to hold the boom box.
As you should. I love that for you.
I used to just hold it like this.
I can completely see that.
And you had to have a serious face.
We have got to get footage.
I didn't compete, but I did hold the boombox.
I can just see you posted up with a boombox.
Can't forget Radio Raheem.